Big Brother was watching Charity Lawson when she began her journey on Monday's season premiere of The Bachelorette. Literally. Charity's older brother, Nehemiah, surprised her at the mansion on her first night as The Bachelorette. The protective older sibling then went undercover as a bartender to eavesdrop on the assembled suitors, just to make sure all the men were there for the right reasons. Trademark. After listening to Brayden, a 24-year-old travel nurse from San Diego, go on and on and on and on to the other contestants about sharing a kiss with Charity, Nehemiah decided he needed to warn his sister about Brayden's potentially problematic behavior. The concerned Bachelorette immediately pulled Brayden aside and asked him to explain himself. The Bachelorette. Charity and Brayden on The Bachelorette credit, ABC. Just when Bachelor Nation thought Charity was going to send Brayden packing, she did the opposite and gave him the first impression rose. EW spoke to The Bachelorette about her surprise decision, Nehemiah's hilariously awful disguise, and why she chose to initiate most of the kisses on night one. Entertainment Weekly, let's start by talking about Brayden. Obviously, you guys had a very promising first chat. But then Nehemiah filled you in on Brayden's reaction to the kiss, which your brother thought was cocky. What was it about Brayden's explanation to you that made you decide to give him the first impression rose? Charity Lawson, I decided to give Brayden the first impression rose strictly because we had just great chemistry and a great conversation early on. When I sat down with Brayden, he was one of the ones out of all the guys that I got to talk to you that just provided me a level of ease. It was just an effortless conversation. So I remembered that feeling. Hearing my brother's insight, when my brother initially told me that, I was like, is he being cocky or is he just like really excited? And being like a schoolgirl that's super giddy. I think Brayden's age and maturity definitely plays a role in that. So I was just taking Nehemiah's input in that moment and translating to. Maybe that's how Brayden expresses his emotions. Hearing Brayden explain it put me a little bit more at ease. With my brother's insight, I stored that in my back pocket. But it definitely was not worth axing Brayden on night one. Nehemiah went undercover to get intel on the guys, but as you saw, his disguise was truly terrible. Do you plan to tease him about it for the rest of his life? I need to get my hands back on it and re-gift it to him, for his birthday or something. Laughs. He needs to have it permanently because it's the most insane thing ever. Bachelorette grab. Charity's brother Nehemiah goes undercover on The Bachelorette credit, ABC. There were a few men you did not have time to talk with on night one, including Sean and Doughton, who still got roses. What factors did you use to make decisions about guys you hadn't really spoken to? Time is everything, and we know that in the Bachelor world. Those limo entrances are truly the first impression. How you utilize that first minute with me is also important because you don't know once you get inside the mansion whether or not we will have an opportunity to talk. Sean had a very creative limo entrance with the check and cashing his heart out to me. And with Doughton, just telling me the background story of how he ended up on a show like The Bachelorette, that really, resonated with me. And it also left me wanting to talk more about that. I liked that you initiated most, if not all, the kisses on night one. Laughs. Yeah. What was your kissing philosophy going into the evening? The game plan, I don't know if there necessarily was one. You see me kind of initiate a few of the kisses. I knew right off the bat, I don't want to kiss everyone, but also I knew a lot of the guys were going to be nervous. So I thought, okay, let me show them who's boss and then maybe the next time, they'll be the ones initiating the kiss. Michael, the yacht captain, gave you a charm bracelet with boat on it. Have you ever worn it? I have not worn it, but I have it in a memory box of all the little keepsakes that I kept from the show that are very meaningful to me. Bachelorette grab. A Maybelline product shot on The Bachelorette credit, ABC. There's some prominent Maybelline product placement in the season premiere. Did you get a lifetime supply of their makeup as a result? I wouldn't say a lifetime supply, but definitely a lot, which carries me throughout the season.